All right guys, really quickly, let me show you how I whip up my oatmeal. I make it super sweet simply because I use some quick oats, no taste. Y'all already know how it goes. So let me show you real quick. All right, so first up, I hit it with the protein powder. All right, so this is for post-workout. I just finished up my fasted cardio. So I'll throw in 30 grams of protein. So that's 2 scoops with this Cellucor protein powder that I have, right? This is the chocolate flavor. That's first. Then I hit it with some sugar-free syrup. So you will have to track this if you are real strict on your calories, on your macros, which I pretty much am. So I'll go ahead and track it. I only do about 1 to 2 servings, all right? So that's the second thing. And the third thing I hit it with is about 4 packets of stevia, all right? Small little packet stevia. I don't worry about artificial sweeteners. And if you want your food to taste better, you might want to start adding some artificial sweeteners. So that was 3, all right? So the fourth thing, I'll go ahead and do 1/4 or maybe even 1/2 of blueberries, depending on how I feel, depending on my appetite. You got to get your fruit a day, maybe 2 to 3 servings of fruit. That's going to help you sustain your diet. It makes things taste better. It makes you feel better. Then the fifth thing, we go ahead and throw in some almonds. I do about 1/2 of a handful to a handful, depending on how I want my fats to go in the morning. So normally I like to consume some carbs, some fats, post-fasted cardio. All right, you definitely need to be getting you some healthy fats into your diet. And then the last thing, just to make sure it mixes well, I go ahead and tap it with some more water. So that's how I eat my oats. Try this recipe out. Let me know what you think. Disclaimer, I do not always take pre-workout powder. Sometimes I just opt for a nice cold C4 Energy. Legit, these things are amazing. Just pop the top, get to it. Gotta drink these things cold. Promise you that. This is the frozen bombsicle. Let's get it.
Kid is so wavy.
Put on these lifting straps right here when I'm doing barbell rows, dumbbell rows, stiff leg deadlifts. Anytime I'm trying to move weight without worried about grip, right? You can easily get you some straps like these and you'll wrap it around the bar and lock your wrists closer to the bar, right? So you can actually let go of your fingers and you'll still be holding on to the bar. Little tip right there. Help you move weight without worrying about dropping the bar or anything like that, especially when you're going heavier. And right now I'm gonna start doing some barbell rows. I'm already into the workout, so pretty exhausted already, but yeah. Don't wanna use too much of my biceps. Locking in, I can just right to it. This is my first set right here. Yeah. Nice and light. Now let's work.
I can do this with my eyes closed. Too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiending. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still trying to fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, the war going on. Maybe put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like chemo. Ain't give forever to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Trying to earn they stripes. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a cheetah. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. Shed real blood, I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't read it. And just took that route, that seen it. I'm so outspoken like Reason. Jimmy Neutron, boy, young G's. And I'm a self-made man out of Sweden. And it's still off top, I'm tweaking. But I still gotta fight my demons. I ain't no good, I'm evil. I ain't been clean since Eden. It's a war going on outside. Make you put your hands on your head like the Macarena. That's why I gotta watch my demeanor. You know they locking up blacks and Latinos. It's the same old game, ain't nothing really changed but the mileage on the meter of the Beamer. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a cheetah. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. He shed real blood, I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. I can do this with my eyes closed.
I just knocked out one big giant drop set on biceps. My biceps are big already, massive. I don't overdo it. Time to even out. It's one big giant drop set, 20 to 25 reps. Starting with 50 pounds. 5. 8. Still no swinging. Still using good form. That's 8. 10. This is 35 pounds. 30. 40. 50. All right, y'all, so I just finished up whipping up some shrimp and grits. Maybe you can see that, maybe you can't, but yeah, shrimp and grits. This is shrimp and grits without the butter, all the extra ingredients to make it super, super delicious. But no matter what, you know, the way I season up the shrimp and, you know, grits is grits. But since I'm in the kitchen, I'm gonna go ahead and run you guys down some of the food items that I'm gonna be eating while I'm in this cutting phase, right? I say cutting phase, but me changing my lifestyle, going from 2 years of not worrying about macros and calories and everything to now I'm about to get back to it. So let's do that real quick. All right, so talking about grits. Let's go ahead and break down carbs real quick. Just real quick, talking about carbs. I got grits right here, and I also have some quick oats. So these right here are going to be the breakfast items for the most part. I like the oatmeal simply because it's oatmeal. Come on now, oatmeal a day. Grits digest a little better. Cream of wheat also, but I don't have any cream of wheat. So when it comes to digestion, sure, I'm gonna eat the oats, but if I really wanted to go down nice, smooth, calm, cool and collected, it's gonna be the grits. Now, bread. So this right here is the Dave's Killer Bread. Yeah, BICEPS. 70 calories, right? So I think about 14 carbs per serving. So normally with the bread, what I'm using and what I'm putting on it is the tuna fish salad that I make up. Probably have already seen that. If you haven't, you will soon. But yeah, I mix up my tuna, hook it up real nice, and I eat some tuna fish salad sandwiches. So that's what the bread is for, right? So bread is okay to have. This is actually organic bread. I didn't even realize that. I don't really care about the word organic, right? So my main reason for getting this bread is simply for the carb. All about the macros, right? Normally a regular slice of bread is probably around 20, 25 grams of carbs. I don't want none of that, all right? So 14 grams carbs. Also, since we're talking about carbs, this is also a good protein source, but these are protein bars. I actually have a few flavors without jacking everything up. I got the chocolate mint, got the vanilla almond right here, and I also have the chocolate peanut butter. So these Cliff bars are legit. So the carb intake is normally around 29, 30 grams, fat 11, and protein 20. So I use it as another protein source, but now since my carbs are pretty high right now at the start of everything, 275 grams, I can intake, you know, some of these protein bars and be good to go. But normally if you think about like Quest bars are normally 20 grams of carbohydrates, which I also have right here. So I also have some pumpkin pie Quest bars right here, which are legit. I actually only have one left. I'm actually going to eat this for breakfast as well. All right, what else is in here? Oh, okay, yeah, another carb source. This right here is the Quaker. These are rice crisps. So if you think of rice cakes, you can think of these, right? So these are the flavored ones. So the fat content is going to be tremendously high compared to one little rice cake, right? Because it's flavored, it's delicious, you know what I mean? So for one serving, we got 5 grams of fat, we got 21 carbs, and we got 2 grams of protein. So what I do is normally eat the whole entire bag in one sitting, which will give me 15 grams of fat, 60 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of protein. So I'm not really too concerned about the fat either, because my fat content right now is at 70 grams per day. 15 grams for one bag, not a big deal. Definitely getting these in. They have a lot of flavors of these as well. I highly recommend if you hate eating, let's say, some bland rice cakes, you love chips, you might want to get these, right? So these will serve you well. Also, we got the popcorn in here, right? So this is the butter popcorn. These are the mini bags, Smart Pop. Not to be confused with that actual Smart Pop, I think it's called, the white bag of popcorn. Nah, that's too much fat. So this right here, 94% fat free. These are 100 calories per bag. So what I can do is eat a whole entire bag, and it's only going to give me around 22 to 25 grams of carbs after popped. I normally eat like 2 of these a day. Carbs, again, this is only 50 grams. With 2 bags, I can definitely fit that in my 275 grams of carbs a day. So real legit. The fat content only for one bag is only 2 grams. So get you some of these. They're smaller bags, obviously. It's not gonna be a large AMC bucket full of popcorn, but it's still gonna be legit, right? That's why I do 2, because I actually like eating a lot of popcorn, so I always do 2 bags. Last thing on the carb list, I believe, is the rice. So what I have rice, if you've seen some of my other diet videos, other grocery hauls, you probably have seen these minute rice right here. So this is minute rice. This is the basmati and the jasmine. So I love these. They're super convenient because they're 1 cup, right? So I could take out a container, throw it in the microwave for 60 seconds, and it's good to go. So I do bag rice every now and then, but this is just more convenient, all right? My life is all about convenience. When you're trying to stick to a diet, you want to make things convenient. You also want to make things taste good, but for the most part, it's all about convenience. Because I know a lot of you out there talking about meal prepping sucks, meal prepping this. I don't really meal prep anymore myself because I haven't been in that lifestyle in about, like I said, 2 years, ever since the pandemic came about. But it's time to get back, but at the same time, I need to ease my way back into some meal prepping. So right now, I'm doing everything convenient. So popping these 1 cup containers in the microwave, good to go. All right, since I'm already in here, let's go ahead and talk about the fats. Got some almonds right here. All right, got to get your almonds in. And I also have cashews. I like cashews over almonds, but it's almonds. Come on, we all know about them. But yeah, I like the cashews. They're pretty similar in the macros when it comes to the fat. Fat content usually will give you about 14 to 16 grams of fat per serving. It's normally like a handful. So if you didn't want to measure it, don't want to pull out a scale, just go ahead and grab you a handful. These are my healthy nuts right here. I always highly recommend all of my clients, all of my friends, anybody asking me about dieting, I always talk about healthy fats, right? So we want to get good carb sources, some healthy fats, and we also want to get some lean protein. So this is healthy fats. Other healthy fats will be some peanut butter. So this right here, yeah, sure, this is natural peanut butter. At the same time, this peanut butter has, yeah, some sugar in it, some palm oil, and salt, right? So normally if you want to get a real strict natural peanut butter, it's only going to have peanuts in it and maybe even some salt. So this right here, again, although it's natural, because it has a little bit less of that sugar content in the palm oil, it still has all that in there. No need to get too crazy in the head about that. This will serve you good, especially for you just dieting out there, all right? Now, if you're trying to dial in for a competition like bodybuilding or women's competitions, for the females that watch this video, probably none. This right here is okay. And again, if you're being real strict, like I just said, you want to get something more natural, which is just peanuts and some oil, which isn't that good. All right, so that pretty much breaks down the fat that I'll be taking in. I'm also going to be using some olive oil here and there when I'm prepping my food on the stove, but at the same time, I'm not getting too boggled down with the oil content. You do want to account for those calories, but this is so far in. I'm only day 3 into the actual diet itself, so I'm not getting too crazy with those numbers. But I am tracking everything, but small little things like, let's say, sugar-free syrup, olive oil, I'm not tracking those small little macronutrients right now. All right, so finishing off, oh yeah, here you go. Got some tilapia right here. So tilapia, one of my go-tos, and it's my go-to simply because it's on the cheaper side when we're talking about fish. All right, super lean, but this is gonna be on the cheap side. We have salmon, which is gonna run you a little bit more with the fat. Obviously the money as well. You got cod, you got a lot of different whitings. You have a lot of fish options that are very lean that you can incorporate into your diet. So what I would do is base it off of your wallet. I mean, that's when it comes down to, what can you afford? Now, because I eat a lot of other foods, I'm not going to spend a ton of money on the fish itself. And I also have different other lean meats that I want to eat. So again, base it all off of the fat content, which most of the fish is going to be farm raised and lean, but also base it off of what can you afford. So when we talk about money, shrimp is not going to be ideal when it comes to your pockets, but at the same time, shrimp is always going to be one of the lean sources of protein that you can go to. So this right here, I normally eat the whole entire bag. This is going to be about 9 ounces cooked, easy, throw it on the stove, cooks in minutes, it says it right there. These are my go-to. I eat a lot of shrimp, I eat a lot of tilapia. Don't get it twisted, I still do eat chicken. But at the same time, when it comes to digestion, chicken is not my go-to, all right? Chicken, I feel, bloats me up. I normally have issues with that, and I don't want that, right? But I will eat the tenderloins, which I have right here. This is just 2 different brands, but I do have the tenderloins. The reason why I eat tenderloins over breast is because 1, I don't want to eat a lot of chicken, and 2, when I grill these up, they come out almost perfect. All right, I can't even make that up. Come out almost perfect, not dry. They're just chicken tenders at the end of the day, right? I can also throw them in the air fryer and make them taste even more like chicken tenders from like some fast food restaurant. It won't taste like those chicken tenders from Chick-fil-A. If you have not had the chicken tenders from Chick-fil-A, you are missing out. But these will, you know, like I said, serve purpose. I throw them on the grill, maybe throw some sugar-free barbecue sauce on, and we're good to go. Now I am switching things up a bit. To get some more protein in when I'm low on my protein for the day, I will get some yogurt, right? So this is Greek yogurt. It has some carbs in these. This is actually flavored. It has carbs in these, but again, my carbs are so high right now that I'm not really too concerned about the carb content. I really need to get my carbs in. And it's actually been serving me well these last 2 days that I've trained. I haven't trained today yet, but when I do train, the carbs that I'm taking in are helping me push even heavier weight and at the same time get more volume in and keep pushing through my workouts. But yeah, this is a good protein source. So get you some of these quick containers of Greek yogurt. You can eat these real fast, have them on the go, things like that. And I actually forgot 2 things. Fruit, when we're talking about fruit. So we have, this is a carb source. We got fruit, we got the pineapples. We also have bananas, right? So fruits are the go-to. I eat fruit in the morning. I also eat fruit post-workout. I normally want to structure my sugars, because these are sugars. I'll structure my sugars around where it makes sense, right? So after a long fast over the nighttime when I'm asleep, I wake up and I can get some sugar in. And then after my workout, after I'm depleted and everything, I can get some more sugars in just to refill that glycogen that I just burned off during a workout. So definitely get my fruits in post-workout, but also post-sleep. Last thing, I mean it. Tuna fish, all right? So this right here, another protein source. Tuna fish is one of my go-tos. If we're talking about dieting on a budget, if we're talking about affordability, this right here is going to be key. Hey, they have packets that are flavored that have a little bit more macronutrients than this right here. This is just tuna and water. They also have tuna and vegetable oil. They also have lemon pepper. I mean, they have tons of different tunas. I use the just straight up tuna in the water because I make a tuna fish salad, which I said earlier. So the tuna fish salad will have some light mayo, some mustard, some relish, and also this tuna in here. And it's like damn near perfect. So I do the tuna. This is 1 can, real cheap. I think it's like $3, even maybe even 2 if you catch it on a good day.